our brothers and sisters who are in need.
Thank you, Father. Father gave me a couple minutes to discuss what I think is a very important project. For those of you who may not know me, I'm a Saturday night congregation member. Been here at St. Vincent since we returned 50 years ago this month. And probably 99 out of 100 masses I've been to here, I've been Saturday evening instead of Sunday morning. For the last several years since Sister Joan retired, I've been the funeral sacristan. And that kind of ties into what I want to talk about for a minute. You know, being a Saturday night member of the parish, I'm sure there are people here today that I've never met, never seen. There's a problem there. We don't know and may never have seen some of the members of our own parish, let alone our fellow community members just across the river at St. Mary's. We're a very small minority in this county. We need to know our fellow Catholics and be there to support each other. We need to be there especially, in particular, at the time of death of a member. Now, we hope to change that starting today, this week. We are starting the Catholic Community of Lawrence County Farewell Committee to be there in a special way at the passing of a member, whether you personally, though, know them or not. We have a good number of retirees and part-time employees and non-employed members in this parish who we think could help out in a real way, no matter your age or the age of the deceased person. We've just got to get this organized. We need each and every one to seriously consider what we're talking about. With the state of the local newspaper today, you may not learn about somebody's death until they've been buried. So to help you in that respect, we are going to start using email, text, plain old landline, and flock notes to alert you about the upcoming rosary and funeral of a deceased church member. We need a turnout for the funeral home rosary, the funeral mass, and both if you can do it. We need to be there to pray for the deceased, but also to pray for and console the family by just being there with them. Think about someday your family coming into this church for your funeral and the church is empty. What do you think your out-of-town relatives are going to think about the church? Nobody cares? It's the same thing with the parish rosary at the funeral home. The last one, there were 2 parishioners and Deacon Dave. I mean, I was sitting there by myself waiting on somebody to come in, and Deacon Dave came, and then one other person came. And the next day at the funeral for that person, there were 3 members of the church. The family was in a little group up here, and there were 3 of us spread across there. That's kind of a pathetic situation. Our catechism details the works of mercy as charitable actions by which we come to the aid of our neighbor. Consoling and comforting are works of mercy. The last work of mercy is listed as burying the dead. It doesn't mean you have to be a pallbearer or help dig the grave, but the preceding paragraph talks about consoling and comforting the family. You'll never know what that means until the funeral involves your family and you see whether or not people care. I can go on, and I've been involved in this a while, but I know better so. There are sign-up sheets at the back of church and up here at this table. If you can get involved a few times a year in a funeral or the rosary at night before the funeral, if you give us your name and email address or your text number or your landline number, whatever it takes, so we can reach you when a parishioner dies. I know we can't expect everyone who signs up to attend every rosary and every funeral. Well, that would be nice if you could. There will be occasional obstacles, and who knows what comes up, doctor's visits, you name it. But hopefully, many can start showing their concern by being there for the fellow community members when needed. We've even talked about, if it's funerals at St. Mary's, we may carpool over there. a little more congeniality among the group at the same time. Elderly people who don't like to go on the highway, we have a way to get them to St. Mary's. We're hoping St. Mary's does the same thing when we have a funeral. At this time, we're open to suggestions and ideas on how we can develop this, but we want it to be definitely set up so we can have a future. So don't forget the sign-up sheets. If you just give us your name and email address or what have you. Your community needs you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Gene Abel, for your great